Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video by yours truly, Sandino. Yes, hurry. I want to get right into today's video because I'm super excited for what I'm about to talk about. Obviously, you can tell by the title, VHS 94 has came out. It actually came out a few days ago. It streamed on Shudder. Wow, and yeah, that's what today's video is going to consist of. It's going to consist of a review of all of the short films that were all in it. It's going to, you know, what my rating was and what I would recommend to you guys and whatnot. But right before I get into today's video, I do want to let you guys know that I'm also doing horror trivia on my Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Instagram right here. Make sure you guys go ahead and go follow me and make sure you play. I am doing horror trivia all of the month of October. So please just, you know, keep playing, see if you can become, you know, the ultimate horror fan. I mean, let's go. Come on, it is October. Let's get into that spooky season. Even if you fail, it is okay. It is totally fine. As long as you're trying, does not matter. And also, I would like to show my shirt. It is The Exorcist. I think this is my first Halloween video, like spooky video. I don't know if, I think my other video actually came out in like October 1st or whatever, but I do have a little bit of Halloween decor. Look, I changed my pillows to, you know, a few spookiness. Gotta get into that spooky season. But yes, okay, jumping in right into today's review of VHS 94. VHS 94 came out October 6th actually, and it came out at like 3 a.m. I literally remember like that night I wanted to stay up and watch it. I stayed up till midnight, but like I was so tired, like just so tired, and it didn't like play, so I was really sad. But the next day I woke up early in the morning. I woke up at like 9 in the morning, and as soon as I got up I was like, I need to watch this movie. You guys, I was so excited for this movie. If you don't know what the other VHS is, I actually did do a review on 1 through 3, so you should definitely go check that video out before you come to this one, because you're really gonna be a little bit confused. I'm definitely gonna go over what, you know, VHS is about, but if you want to be more up to date on everything and just want a little bit more knowledge, you should definitely go check out my other video. And it actually is going to be my like second posted video, but it is going to be my ranking and my review of 1 through 3, so definitely go check that out. So with this one, obviously with the title VHS 94, this one is set in 1994. With the other ones, they weren't really set in a really like time period. They were kind of just like its own thing. Obviously VHS Viral was the third one. That one was okay. Obviously, if you saw my review, then you would know. But going from that third one, VHS Viral, to VHS 94, it was a really good comeback. Like a really good comeback. They did a really wonderful job with this one, personally, I think. I loved it. I loved it so much. So this one is a mysterious VHS like horror cult, and that it like uncovers this like mystery and this like gruesome nastiness. Obviously the concept is the same as the other ones. We are following this SWAT team, and they are going into this building. We start with them, and we're basically in the SWAT team's perspective, if you want to say. So definitely put yourself in the SWAT team's shoes. You're going into this building, you're going and you're seeing all of these like basically like dead people, and that's kind of when the movie starts. As soon as you get into that building, there is a guy that they have recording. So, you know, he's recording the SWAT team, whatever. And they find these VHS, like these movies, or sorry, not these movies. They find these TVs that are like just like playing by themselves. Each room is a different thing. There's like a bunch of different rooms that they go through. And the first one that they go to is kind of like all these people like sitting down. And I don't want to give too much away, but they're sitting down and they're just, all these TVs are in the middle just playing like static, and there's a few TVs that are playing and they're all playing like the same thing. And this guy, he points to the TV, and you kind of like see him watching the TV for a few seconds, and automatically it cuts and we jump in to the TV. And that is what this whole entire movie, if you want to say, is going to be consisted of basically the SWAT team watching those VHS tapes. It's a little confusing, definitely gets a little confusing, because the stories, it just gets really confusing. So I'll definitely get into that later. Again, so as soon as they jump into that right first TV, we are automatically thrown into our very first segment, and our very first segment is called Storm Drain. Storm Drain was actually directed by Chloe Okuna, and honestly, I really like this one. This one actually follows a news reporter, and she's uncovering this mystery of the Rat Man. And he lives in the sewers. And obviously you guys know how reporters are. They need to get their stories, they need to get their interviews, they need to get it. And this girl is one of those reporters. Played by Anna Hopkins, and her character is Holly. Holly is this like one of those news reporters. Again, she definitely goes in and she tries to uncover this really nasty mystery of the Rat Man. And yeah, I don't want to give too much away with all of these. You guys know how I am with spoiling and stuff, so that is really all I really want to tell you guys. I personally will rate this one a 9 out of 10 because I really liked the ending to it. You're kind of, with all of the films that you kind of see, because they're only like 25 minutes long. So with this one, since it's being 25 minutes long, whenever it ends, like that's the end of the story. Like there's nothing to do with it anymore. Like that's literally its own movie type, if you want to say. Like that's its own entire thing. It has nothing to do with the other ones. So that is where you start getting a little bit confused, because you're literally left in the blue. Like basically, like they ended off in such a crazy, with all of these, they ended off with such a weird way that you're just kind of like, I want more, like keep going, and they don't give you more. But that's the good thing about it, is that you just want more and you want to keep going, and automatically you go into like, not automatically. So as soon as this one ends, you are jumped back to the SWAT team, the people that you were in the perspective at the beginning of the film, and you follow them going to other room. They go into this other room. It's like a church type room. It's so weird. And they see these people that are like sitting down, not people, sorry, they're like dolls and like mannequins and stuff. And they're all like bloody and disgusting. And there's this big old projector that's playing this like VHS, and it's like really staticky. And it zooms in to the staticness, and it cuts into our next segment, which is actually going to be called The Empty Wake. This one was directed by Simon Barrett, and this one, guys, 10 out of 10 for this one. This one actually follows a mortician. Her name is Haley, and she is left by her bosses to basically manage this wake. And it's a very stormy night, like extremely stormy night, like tornado type like night. And with this one, it is really intense. With this one, I think that they really give it with the whole ambiance of the VHS, and especially being in 1994, I feel like they really give it with this one. Not only that, but I get really scared of just like funeral homes and like general. And this one really just freaked me out. No one goes to this like funeral thing, so she's kind of just like left there by herself. Like literally only one person comes to like the thing. Like it gets really weird. I don't want to give too much away again, but definitely this one is a 10 out of 10. Out of all of these ones, I personally want to say that this one is actually my favorite. I definitely love this one. I love this one out of all of them. So I would highly, again, recommend you guys to watch this movie, because this one is so trippy. And again, this one has nothing to do with the news reporter one. This one has nothing to do with it. This one is its own story. I do want to just keep clarifying that, because it does get confusing when I'm in them. So I definitely just want to clarify again that this one has nothing to do with the other one. Storm Drain is on its own, and The Empty Wake is on its own. They're all totally different stories. That is what an anthology movie is basically. Trick or Treat, perfect example of that. So again, as soon as we're ending with The Empty Wake, again, you're left there like, what did I just watch? Like, what did I just watch? You cut out and you go back to the SWAT team, obviously, and you follow them going into another room, finding another TV playing by itself, and you also have this voice over that's going over the thing saying forever starts right now, all are welcome, we're watching you. So it's really scary. As soon as you, again, like you go into the VHS and you cut and you go into our third segment, which is actually going to be called The Subject. And this one is trippy as fuck, you guys. If you guys did watch my other review on VHS, all the other ones, I said about this one from VHS 2. It's actually called Safe Haven. So the person that actually directed Safe Haven and VHS 2 is actually the director for this one, which is called The Subject. And if you've seen Safe Haven in VHS 2, you know that that one is probably everyone's favorite. It's definitely my favorite in the whole entire franchise. It still is my favorite in the whole entire franchise. I still think VHS 2 is probably a little bit better to this one, just because I have a really good love for that one. But this one really still does. It definitely lives up to its hype. This one follows a mad scientist, and he's an evil scientist. Oh my god. And he creates like these machine human like robot like type thing, and like he kidnaps these people, and it just gets so crazy. You're following him throughout his whole entire you're basically in like it's so weird. So you start off watching him, you know, like killing his people, taking brains out, whatever the heck he's doing, and you're automatically thrown into someone's perspective. I just want to say that. I definitely haven't seen something like this in a really long time. So whenever I saw something like this, I was seriously like sitting in front of my TV like guys, like again, this one was a 10 out of 10 for me. I really love this one too, just because this one, I wouldn't say it took forever, but like it was like long enough to where you got like what you wanted. Like I feel like this was like one of the only ones where like you got what you wanted a little bit, not a lot, but you kind of got a little bit more of what you wanted. You got a little bit more of an explanation, you know what I mean? Like you kind of just got a little bit more of like everything, so you're kind of just like, all right, I'm done, like I'm ready to move on to the next one. So that's definitely how I felt with this one. But again, I really like this one. 10 out of 10 for me. I enjoyed it so much. If you like that evil scientist, that robot, like that weird stuff, definitely this one is for you. Again, and also, sorry, this one is like in Korean or Japanese. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but it is going to be in a different language, so you will have to read subtitles for this one. This one is probably this one is the only one that you actually have to read subtitles for, so just please be aware of that. And after that, of course, we cut back to our SWAT team, our main people that we've really been going with, and they go into another room, find this other VHS movie playing, and we cut into that movie as well. And this one is actually going to be called Terror, and this one is directed by Ryan Prowse. This one personally was not my favorite, but after watching it a couple of times, it definitely became a little bit more better to me after watching it a couple of times. Watching it the first time, I was really confused, and I was just really like, what is going on? Like, I don't know what this is. The first half of it is really long, and it kind of just like drags out too long. If I want to say, it just is not my favorite. But whenever you get past that first part, that second part is so worth it. Like to me, it's definitely worth it watching that first part and then finally finishing with that. So worth it, because wow. But this one actually follows a Michigan militia who it like mixes it with vampire culture. So it's really like weird. It is such a weird installment, I want to say, and especially a VHS 94. But I also think that they did a good job with the whole visual and the whole recording and making it look like it was in 1994. I think that they did a really good job with that one with this. But this one was really weird. It was I don't know how to feel about it again. But again, I mean, after watching it a couple of times, it was good. But I do want to let you guys know, I'm pretty sure watching it like the first time around, you're probably going to be a little bit confused, or you're going to be a little bit like, what did I just watch? Like, what is going on? Like, what is this? So for me, my rating for this one is actually going to be a 7 out of 10, because again, was not my favorite one in this whole entire one. It probably was my last favorite, if you want to even call it a favorite. But still definitely lives up to the hype, I think, because I definitely like that second half. The second half is disgusting. It's so weird and it's so twisted, I think. But after that, you definitely cut back to our SWAT team and you finish the story right then and there. So yes, that is basically all of VHS 94. Again, it is an anthology movie, so it's different stories within a movie. I personally love anthology movies and I love found footage movies. So mixing those two together it literally like drives me so much insane. I've watched it with about like 4 other people, and they all had said that it was really good. So again, I definitely recommend this to you guys. If you are not the gory and like the bloody type person, definitely probably would not recommend this to you. But if you like that and you want to get tripped out like really bad, this one is for you. Like, this one is for you. But ending today's video with a positive note, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys go play horror trivia on my Instagram. Again, here are all my socials. Please go ahead and go follow me on all my socials. Don't forget to play horror trivia. Like, oh my God, like, don't you want to know if you can become the ultimate horror fan? Like, don't you want to know? Especially the month of October. I mean, come on. Like, let's go. And Halloween Kills is coming out. Like, stay hyped. Stay hyped. Anyways, yes, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys have a great day today. And again, what's your favorite scary movie?